Hello there, pyromaniacs, and you might be wondering where the heck I am right now. This is this is just a little trailer that we're working on for vacation this year, and I'm going to show you something that I've had for a while now. And by a while, I mean like since I was like in 5th, 4th grade, I think. But I've wanted one I've wanted one since I was in like kindergarten or whenever these things came out. Sadly, by the time me and my dad actually got up to the point where we actually had time to go over to Toys R Us or somewhere to find this toy, it turns out that they were already discontinued. Well, it seems almost millennia later, I went to Disney World and found one of these buddies in the gift shop. They were $200 or something like that, and and once I saw these things, I basically almost had a heart attack from nostalgia. Once again, I went over to my dad and I brought it to him, and we both started freaking out, and my dad was almost ticked off because it took this long for him to finally find this thing. And now he actually kind of holds that over my head. Like, when I got my Roxio game capture, the first thing he said was, "Let's not hope that this thing gets discontinued and we find it a few years later in Disney World." He really... It's basically like a little... almost inside joke with us. Anyway, so, I gotta show you this. Also, here's something else that I got. 1980s, 70s Robbie Sr. I'll do a video on that later. It doesn't really work at all anymore, but, you know. Okay, so this thing has a lot of cool Easter eggs in it. Let me just show you a few. Just gotta turn it on. Turn on the wheels. Oh god, it takes a while to load. Whatever it's doing right now. I think it's just turning on or something. Loading the millions of randomized commands. Well, there that goes. There's actually a life-size version of this, but it's a lot less advanced. R2. Do you remember Anakin? R2. R2. Do you remember Darth Vader? R2. Do you remember R2. Do you remember Anakin? There we go. Look at him go. Watch this. R2. Do you remember Luke Skywalker? R2. Do you remember Han Solo? R2. R2. Do you remember Chewbacca? Chewbacca? Haha, look at this. Okay, I'm just gonna turn it off because... Oh, shut up. Where's the fucking... There it is. Okay, now I gotta say, I recommend this for just about anybody. People are really into just robots in general, or die-hard Star Wars fans. I almost said Halo there for a second for some reason. But anyway, I really recommend this, and it's just such an amazing toy. You can tell that it's just a little bit... Yeah, these scuff marks are not... it did not come like this. That is because I had it in the corner of my room for a while, and it just kind of got bumped up against walls and so on. Yeah. Yeah, this is a really hard to find thing nowadays. It's an amazing thing, and if you can find it somewhere, I really recommend. I mean, the detail on this is fairly good. I mean, it's not like perfect, but I mean, these are just stickers right here. But I mean, it's still, the details are good for a kid's toy. Actually, I don't even think I should be calling this a kid's toy. I mean, it's way too advanced for a child to operate. I mean, like, it reacts to just about everything, and I mean, like, oh, look at this. Nice little antenna attachment right here. You just stick this on top. Boom. R2's little scope right there. Also, something really funny that it came with. Just right here. It's a freaking cup holder. You can go, R2, fetch me a drink, and it'll just go up there, fetch you a little beer, bring it back. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, it will hold your drinks, and if you, I don't know, it's just kind of a stupid thing for you to have on here, but I don't know. It's a cool attachment. I don't know. Yeah, but it's pretty cool. I mean, it's fairly advanced too. I mean, as you can see, it's not exactly very obedient, but neither is the real R2. So, you know, the real R2 is fairly stubborn too. I mean, come on. Now, R2, sign us off, buddy. Just gotta wait a few seconds. Anyway, he'll sign us off in a few minutes. I'd probably give this about a 9 out of 10 because it's... R2, do you remember Luke Skywalker? R2, do you remember Han Solo? R2, do you remember Chewbacca? But you can also get an attachment for this called the obedience chip, which makes him more obedient. So, you know, that's pretty cool.